Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside. Well, later tonight in Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. And the Minnesota Vikings. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook on the toss left. He's got the first down here inside the 4. And finally taken down at the 15. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
On 2nd down, Tua completes it to the fullback, Ham. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
On the carry, it's Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Dan Bailey now for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. whistle to the goalpost, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
We spend so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
They go play action. Trubisky. Will keep that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Gain of 26
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First down.
On first down, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They run, Cook, and he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Touchdown, Chicago! Anthony Miller, his 11th touchdown of the year, and the Bears have taken the lead. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That'll be complete to Cook. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Harrison Smith.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Right in there every now and then.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Cook, the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Run with Cook. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. This is Johnson. He's got it. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
They try again with Cook. Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
The score, Vikings 10, Bears 7. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hauled in downfield. And he'll get this this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
Gain of 27.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Trubisky on first down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Going for it all. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if you're starting through 4 in the first half, you might have to wait a little more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Cook, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And Rudolph has it left side. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, and now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here's Tua. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
It's now 4th down and 1.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And he pushed it. Pushed it from short distance. Wide right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better.
He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game in half that might provide a psychological boost. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Flushed out right. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown.
Anthony Miller.
Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light there.
And my goodness, another interception. Thompson picks it, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
And we come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. Looking to pass. Tua. Pitch and catch here to Rudolph. Given 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Tua going to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Fast pass outside complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
5-yard line.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Cook, the ball carrier.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they're going to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down.
From the shotgun is Trubisky, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. That's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go down at the 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Trubisky throwing complete to Komet, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The former Pro Bowl linebacker Anthony Barr there to jar it free. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They run it again with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Again, this is Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21-yard
line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll roll him out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Taken down at the 17-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On second down, it's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
To throw is Tua. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Bailey's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
It shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second and 10. It's Trubisky again. Escaping the pressure right. Able to locate his running back. Open downfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. He's going to let it fly. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. That'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2 and now on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Tagovailoa. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt.
No good.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. They've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. They also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Chicago, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday at noon.